Hi, good afternoon, happy Labor Day. This is Karen Sullivan, and I am bringing to you live life, health, and more. My show, this is the first episode, and I'm really thrilled to be able to be with you today. Happy Labor Day. And I know that many of you are probably having picnics, taking off for picnics, back from picnics. And for those of you that are not able to come in live today, then you can just go ahead and check the refeed. Anyway, if you're here, let me know. I'd love to hear from you and see what you have to say, okay? Now, I am a personal trainer and a fitness professional. I have been involved since the 80s, and I brought something. This is a little blast from the past. I wanted to show you. Look at the picture of me. Don't I look like an Egyptian with the hair? Cracks me up. Anyway, yeah, that's me, and I was doing squats. This was an article that was done about a group of women in my gym in 1985. It was in the Beacon in Virginia Beach. So for those of you who are from Virginia Beach, you might remember that publication. I'm not sure if it's even still out. But anyway, then so I've for years done that, and then had this experience with my weight fluctuation from being in shape and competing in amateur bodybuilding to at 130, 140 pounds with muscle, 9% body fat, to being over 300 pounds. So I have had that diet roller coaster for most of my life. Now I am a personal trainer, as I said, and I work with people in rehabilitation, post-rehab expert, and anyway, I love it. It's been it's 85. It's a long time. I'm old. No, I feel really young and great. So today we're going to talk about sciatica. Have you ever had that burning sensation that starts kind of in the small of your back or in your buttocks and radiates down your leg and sometimes into your ankle and your toes? That's sciatica. We're going to talk a little bit about that, but I wanted to tell you about the things that are super special today. I have my book that was published in 2013. My co-author is Jerry Levesque, and those of you that know me and have a copy of this will recognize some of the things that I'm talking about today are in this book. The second book that Jerry and I published is called Your Perfect Food Plan, and I am giving a free copy of this to people who are most involved in this program today. The ones that say the most things, that comment most, that laugh at my jokes, that share on your timeline, and like the page of Life, Health, and More. Okay? So your participation will be monitored, and at the end of the show, I will tell you who gets that book, and I'll mail it to you. Okay? Or if you're here locally, I'll bring it to you, and we can have a chat and have a cup of coffee. Okay? So that said, I want you to begin in the comment sections, please, to tell me who you are and where you're from. Well, your name will come up, but just tell me where you're from. And I appreciate that. This is so much fun. As a fitness professional, I have taken care of people and worked with people for years, and as far as the physical is concerned, and I recognize that some of the problems that people are having can be handled with nutrition, and that's sometimes the missing link that just connects in making a difference in your life and in making a difference in your physical condition. Okay, so that's why I am first and foremost, as a fitness consultant, I am also a Shackley associate, and I firmly believe in the company. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Okay, so let's go on to sciatica. Sciatica, I know, let's see, my cousin Joanne actually made a comment about sciatica, and several other people also came and were talking about how they have that terrible pain down their legs. So the sciatic nerve is actually the largest nerve in the human body. And it's a bundle of strands that are woven together, and they come out of the spinal cord in the lower pelvic the pelvic girdle, and they actually pass under the buttocks and then through a notch at the base of the pelvis, or which they call the pelvic girdle, and it goes down and splays out down the side of the leg, the front of the leg, the back of the leg, goes all the way into the foot, the ankle, and the feet. And if you've ever had severe sciatica, it feels like burning lead, hot lead. That's the description, that's the experience that I've had, is it's just extremely painful. You can have inability to move and walk, and it can be really serious and really painful. So how do we handle this? Sometimes it's an injury if you've fallen, and then you have to wait until you're a little bit better and able to move. But there are two possibilities that could be bringing sciatic pain, okay? The first is that you have a problem with your discs, and bulging disc or something that is pinching on the nerve. And when that happens, you're really in serious condition. And if it is a nerve condition like that, you really need to be seen by a doctor, a medical doctor, and they may need to go and do an MRI, okay? Bulging discs are nothing to play with at all. Sometimes, though, the nerve compression comes from they call it Paraforma Syndrome. Now, have any of you ever heard of Paraforma Syndrome at all? Let's see. We're not getting too many comments here, so I'd appreciate it if you give me some feedback. You ever had Paraforma Syndrome or heard about it? It doesn't really involve the discs. What it is that nerve comes out, as I said, runs underneath the buttocks, and there are 3 muscles in there in the buttocks, and actually 4 muscles, that if they're tense and tight, if you've been exercising, running, sometimes just stress in your life will cause that to hurt. Oh, look, I've got Cheryl's here and Jared's here. Super. I'm glad you're joining us. Thanks, guys. So that pinching of the nerve in the in your derriere, as I like to call it, can result in the pain that can either be in your buttocks or it can do the radiation thing down the leg. And there's nothing that is comfortable about it, okay? You can try relief with ice. You can try relief with heat. Either of those things, okay? And you may get some relief, but it doesn't mean that you don't have a disc issue. So, that said, I'd like to talk about the natural approach that I like to teach to my clients. So, as long as you are sure you've been to the doctor and you know that it is not a disc issue, then we can proceed this way. So, in my book, The Zen of Weight Loss, I talk about working with understanding about your food, and the biggest thing that comes from not only tension in the muscle, but there's also inflammation in the body that can cause this pain, and that comes from foods that are inflammatory. Now, go to your Google, you can type in foods that cause inflammation and you'll get a whole big long list. But I have to tell you, what I notice is people end up having different things that cause inflammation. Okay? The body's different for each person. We're all made the same, but we have this difference within us. For example, I have a client who really likes fruit, and when she has fruit, she excels at energy levels. She is able to sleep better, she loses weight. And whereas if I eat a lot of fruit, that doesn't happen. I get aches and pains. It's just too much sugar. My body can't handle it. Aches and pains in my joints, the bottoms of my feet when I get up in the morning are bad, and I gain weight if I have too much of it consecutive days, okay? So this book talks about keeping track of your food. Now, if you don't have a copy, private message me and I can get you a copy, and we'll take care of that, getting one for you. And then you also know that the Perfect Food Plan, which is actually a journaling book. Let me show you what I've done with this. It has pages to write. You can see that. And there are enough for 52 weeks here of just statements that to try and get you thinking about your health and fitness and how food affects you. Okay, so this is going to be mailed to you or delivered in person to the person who is most engaging and who's making comments and giving me likes and thumbs up and hearts and everything. So if you're not doing that, you're not making any points to earn this. Come on, guys. Let's see what you can give me some feedback and tell me where you're from, and let's get this book delivered to someone today. Not today. I won't deliver it today, but I will give it to you today. Award it to you. Okay, so I am also asking for everybody to give me in a private message if you're interested in an instruction video on how to brace and strengthen your core, because in strengthening your core you will help with eliminating some tension in your back and strengthening your back and helping you to eliminate that sciatic pain also. Okay, all right, so we have eliminating the inflammation in your body with watching your food, strengthening your body and your back, and by making your core more strong. Now, this video is from New York Times, and it's a man named Stuart McGill. It's about him, and the interview is with him. I took a course from him several years ago, and he is a spine specialist, and he does 4 exercises in this video that he feels are the best that save the back, so that there's not that flexion in the back that can cause impingement and cause perhaps a problem with disc. And it's on the New York Times website. So valid scientific proof, because Dr. McGill is not a fitness person. He is a scientist, and he examines and studies the spine. So I think if you'd like it, I'll be glad to send that link to you. Okay? All right, so the other things that are really important with eating to try and help with eliminations is working with Omega Guard, okay? Fish oil, omega-3s. And I want to tell you about this product, okay? What I like most about this, here's the product here, okay? And what I like most about this is the size of the capsule. Let me show you. I got a penny here to give you an idea. Here's a penny. Here's the capsule. Look at that. See? Does anybody else have a fish oil that's this small? And do you know that 2 of these a day give you 1,200 milligrams of the fish oil that you need? Pretty neat. Pretty neat. And they're bioavailable. Now, there is a triple distillation process in making this that Shaklee does, and it's a patented process that ends up taking out all of the any potential mercury, lead, anything in all of the bad stuff that you can get in those small fish, and make sure that you get the purest possible form of fish oil in here, okay? It also is very potent. It has, I told you, 1,200 milligrams. It's pure, and it has EPA and DHA, those great omega-3 fatty acids, right? Now, it also, what I love this, well, it's arsenic. Did you realize that arsenic can be in those little fish in the ocean? And so we don't want to get that. There's cadmium, dioxins, PCBs, and there are other contaminants. Plus, the process also eliminates any of that fishy and the feedback that you might get in the fishy aftertaste. Okay. What I love most also, this company is so involved with making sure that the environment is safe, and so much so that this is a certified by Friend of the Sea which is an international conservation organization, and it follows very strict criteria for sustainability of fish populations, and works with the fishermen to set catch limits and those sorts of things. And they have given Shaklee a thumbs up about this product because of where they get their fish and where their source is. So I think that I like the idea of helping the environment as well as helping my body at the same time. So I'm going to show you where to get that. Here we go. This is my website, okay? This is my personal website, kslc.myshaklee.com. This KSLC stands for Karen Sullivan Life Coach. So you can go to kslc.myshaklee.com. Now, I have on my iPad this page so that I can show you a little bit about how to get that product. Now you see here, I have the product, I have my page, okay? This is KSLC, and this is the home page, okay? Welcome, shopping. Alrighty, so over in the top right-hand corner here, I don't know that you'll remember the name Omega Guard. Can you see that? Well, what I'm going to do is I am going to type in fish oil, because you remember fish oil, right? Everybody talks about fish oil. How about telling me what you think one of the benefits of fish oil is? What have you heard? Can you tell me about it? If I hit fish oil and do search, it's searching. Okay, and there it is. Hold on, I'll open this. Omega Guard. It comes in a 60 count and a 180 count. So for 60 days. Okay, and there you see the bottle. Okay, Omega Guard. Neat. So you can go there and order it, and when you start to check out, and you could probably cruise around a little bit more, but as you start to check out, it will offer you a chance to save 15%. So pay attention and look for the 15% discount on there so that you can not only save 15% on this product, but save it on other products. And it's a fee of $19.95, one-time fee. And there are several ways that we can talk about that at another time. And if you want to private message me, I can take you through this process or come and spend some time with you. Let's go for a cup of coffee and we'll order your product there, okay? Now going back to that welcome page, I want to show you something that's really fantastic. And again, my iPad's not the fastest in the world, but it's easier to pick this up than my laptop, okay? So let's see. All right, here we go. See this green box? Oh, it just disappeared. Let me go back. Okay, hold on. Now it's going crazy on me. Hold on. That's the thing with live and chemical, and we got this whole live. Okay, hold on, let me try it again. Technical error. There it is. See that green box right there? Can you see that? Oh, goodness gracious. Did it disappear again? It did. Let me take you to the page. Oh, there it is. This is Starting a Healthier You. Okay, there it is. See that green box? This is called the Health Print. I'm going to open that up so that you can see. If you want an idea, this is a fantastic way to see about your fitness, where you are right now and where you want to go. Okay, I'm going to touch on that. It's your personal health print. And then it takes you 5 minutes, 20 questions, and it will give you all the health information that's sourced from publications by leading authorities, including the Mayo Clinic, the American Heart Association, and the World Health Organization. There you go. Okay, so you start with, are you male or female? And then you answer about your habits And see here, it's a personalized plan that says where you are and what you can do to move yourself forward. Okay, so that your health and fitness, which are really the most important thing, because if you're not healthy, you're not going to live well and live long to have good times. We want good times, and we want bodies that are healthy and strong. Okay, so if you are still here with me, don't forget to like my website here, that is Life, Health, and More. Share it on your timeline, and then also you can go to Karen Sullivan Life Coach, kslc.myshackley.com. Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming. Don't forget that you can book your event, and we can do a nice private party online and have your friends come, and it would be a great way. I'm giving out a bottle of Omega Guard for all the hostesses that decide that they are interested in hosting a party. Okay? So if there's anything that you need at all, I will have to go back through and look at who my winner is with the comments, because I can't tell. This is my first time with this, and I can't tell whose comments are there, and I'll have to look back. So anyway, thanks very much. And that person who is the winner, I will announce later on my page. You have a wonderful day. Take care, and God bless.